Hey everybody. I really have no idea where to begin. There's so many more fun things to push the button for and do and say or anything. But anyways, here we are. Us in the United States of America are under an assault by the enemy from within. And those are facts. Oh, why do you say that? Well, I say that because, last I heard the Democrats wanted to talk with with Musk. What? The immigrant from South Africa, I'm told. Anyhow, he and others are running around plugging in their crap to things. What's that about? I don't know. Let me just brainstorm a bit. I'm just one individual using my mind. Well, let's start with why do I think Elon's all cuddled up with Putin? Now, when it comes to leaders that we've all thought here in America, good or bad, Putin bad because he fights his neighbors, he keeps his people unintelligent to what's going on in the rest of the world, keeps them in ignorance, won't let them take in knowledge. It's the Yaldabaoth energy. I'll pick out a few nations that I think carry that from my limited view. I don't look into that stuff. I've learned that Ukraine has rare earth. Now, us in America, if we learn, we got rare earth, which we do too, but they have rare earth, and it's lithium rich. Now, if you're trying to build enough robots to take over the world, you need lithium. So anyways, take it personal. If it were on your own land, you're a farmer and you found you got rare earth right here on my property. Woohoo! Should mean that good, honest people who say that's so rare and have a use for it could just pay you something, maybe tell them the plan, and if it don't hurt the earth, they'd let you take it. They're not using lithium there. Okay? Don't come kill us. Don't kill my loved ones over it. Bomb our buildings and houses and demolish things. Russia. Musk. Musk is the one who had the interest here for that rare earth. Keep that in mind. What else do I know about Musk? Well, not a lot, but I know that he got a lot of money from our U.S. military, and he knows how to put things up in space, including spy equipment. Yeah, all over. He's been doing it for a while. And he's also got a lot of drones. Yeah, knows how to make them too, and they might link right in from the outer to the inner. And no doubt by now, we've let him run in and plug all into the earth all the way up to the satellite spies. Anyhow, it's just a concept. Just not saying it, Anyhow, it's truth. If lies we're gonna keep hearing lies, may as well hit this one now. Oh, and I took some more notes. I want to get to them. But we may as well quit giving them airtime when here's another clue. Like, whose clues? Blue's clues. Yeah, another clue about the data in these. Well, by now, those boxes are fake news. How can you say that? Oh, no. That's how I feel, because when I heard of that technology, when I knew a plane was lost and went down under the ocean, way back, and they bragged on how they make those boxes and how they are so accurate, they'll tell them so much, and it is what it is. It's exactly what it is. That's what it's made for. Anyways, even those black boxes now lie to one another multiple times. They're compulsive liars, you little black orange boxes. Compulsive lying pieces of equipment. Useless tools, right? Useless. Yeah, the helicopter, it said it was at 200 feet, right at our legal limit. Oh, yeah, they're not going to believe that. Let's go with, what are we going to do, guys? Well, if they were very smart, they'd have at least matched the planes, but let's go 300. 300. Yeah, 300. Let's go up to 300 now. You know, when we drive down a 2-lane road, you pass by somebody at a life-threatening speed just a few feet apart, right? Rare cases, real accidents happen. We understand that. So for every minute, every hour, every day of decades, they stay down here, won't be no problem. Ever. Can't be. It's impossible. It's a foolproof plan. Helicopters, 200-foot limit. Bottom line. Anyhow, that's the least of our problems. So don't hinge onto that and all the distractions, as horrible as that sounds with the bloodshed. Anyways, I'm going to run a bunch of theories. They'll probably piss a bunch of people off. Now, if we get many more clues that everyone's sackless up there, or they need our help, because I know that's not true. Millions of people in the street. Because love's going to win over hate, Donald. And I'm going to point out some of your hate. Yaldabaoth energy across the world here in just a moment. Anyhow, I tell you, there's got to be the way to go shut this off, to kick Elon out, and and you guys smart enough? Those were willing to destroy our country and allow this takeover to happen. You try to threaten people, we're taking down, we want the names of the people who what? Who accurately call you're convicted, you're a felon. You have no care for these people as you try to portray. So anyways, I mean, we think about Israel. There's no reason these Christian nationalists, we have to, there's going to be a temple rebuilt in Israel before Christ can return. Newsflash. So anyways. So if you think January 6th was a day of love, if you make this, you're going to see a day of love. Because let me explain. I'll run some concepts. I think so grounded because of what I've been through. Here we go. That Yaldabaoth energy that I've described, sackless, is another name for it, just like all the Republicans that I, and I'm building a list, because they build a list. Now, I'm not naming my list as we're going to come and mess with you, and you don't even know what's going on, and you're allowing this nefarious crap to happen, and you don't understand what's happening, and you're allowing it to happen. How accountable are you going to be? I saw some real tools on trying to be interviewed, and it's not going to go unnoticed by the people who choose love over domination and hate and takeovers. So instead of Elon wanting all that rare earth in Ukraine, I would say that, probably secretly funding Putin or something to go get him. Love to have this rare earth. Yep. So who would want to live beside Putin? Raise your hands. Okay. Who would want to live beside Israel? A Trump stamp. He's already picking fights with his neighbors, and we just got there. But it's worse than that. He was appropriately said that he was disqualified to run. I watched Kamala Harris say that, and she meant it. And all you blinded by the lies. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. It's frustrating because right now, so I keep hearing, what they're doing is illegal. They can't do that. They can't do that. You hear that, Donald? And do you hear that world? He thinks that in spite of it being illegal, he's got enough power there. He's already messed up the Supreme Court. He's bullying people, and they're in fear, and they're sackless completely. The fact that he's even made it here should tell a lot about which way we're going to go. We're going to, because I'm still not done on all these examples yet. And anyways, goodness. So, but there's a type of leader like Putin who picks fights to gain property, land, wants to take over. I remember Donald Trump months ago saying, Putin, he's always wanted that land. He can do whatever the hell he wants, was Donald's words. Yeah, he loves Putin. He's just like him. And Elon Musk is like it looks like, Nazi-ish. And so we don't know what we're up against because the U.S. paid him so much to use that money to do the most whatever things he's up to now that's doesn't seem so forthright and kind. And I know the average Trump voter out there in farmland and wherever else in the slums wishing that he would lower the price of eggs, No one wanted you to put yourselves first when you got there right off the bat and start cutting off things that hurt people in the world, and you don't even talk about it first. That's what a typical narcissist might do. Blindside you with a bunch of shit. But here's what's worse: when you're malicious and you're murderous and you're rapist and all those things, when you don't mind deaths to accomplish what your goals are, that's you out of bed energy. So the supreme ones, that's the Jews, whatever. It's figuratively. Paul tried to say, he that it's a Jew is a Jew on the inside. Some truth in that, depending on how you look at it. So, if help's needed, there's more love in the world than there is in these people who have inner work and need to heal themselves inside and quit. You've got enough money, he's trying to build new Mar-a-Lago sites here and there so he can live outside the country once he ruins this one. Just my opinion. Because he don't mind it if California starts to feel like they're in Palestine. He stages things even at the cost of other people's lives. I believe he would stage things. Yeah. Thought that all along. Credence level kept climbing. I leave mine adjustable as we learn things, as we all should. I'm so furious when I have to, the swing and a miss one night. Okay, I've had people swerve my way before on the road now and then, and okay. But someone actually, if they tried to hit you, and then the next night, they tried to hit it another. Even driving a car, you'd say, what in the world? Right? So, and even the black boxes are fake news now. So don't count on truth out of this. I'm sorry for those who have lost loved ones. But you may as well wait and see if we can kick the takeover asses out of there. And I think love will win. So moving along with that, you had Kamala Harris, who had sympathy for those in Palestine, had a problem with the position she was hoping to get in charge of. So people that want to blame on every side of that, those who saw it as what it was. We'll get to that in here in a moment too. And but everybody's course of action has to be realized. You're not in their shoes. So you have to go to some other bandwidths of dragging the line, because there's different lines. You see, because Yaldabaoth's side, Old Testament God of the Bible, the hatred side, the lowest levels inside of ourselves. This ain't some spooky dude, too spiritual. And in a way it is. It's within us and it's all around us. So, anyhow, lost my spot. Yeah, some people are willing to kill people to get what they want. It's just, we know that. And we have no... We fund Israel. Yeah, they're in a neighborhood of diverse, different opinions and stuff. Should America even, on however you view this that I'm explaining right now, because it takes, we need to think. But anyways, you got another Trump stamp leader over there right now. That's the mentality. So is my understanding about Hamas in Palestine, would you want to live next to a Trump stamped led nation right now? Be honest. Because soon honesty is going to matter so much that it's an accomplice. You'll be an accomplice to this attack against our country. Just like January 6th was. It wasn't a day of love, it was a day of hate. And love's going to win out, Donald. If our troops become sackless, we got enough people in this world from all the corners of the earth. We'll choose love overall. Then the scene's what you do. Abolish them, obliterate it, bloodbath. No doubt you encouraged him to continue bombing until it was bombed as much as possible. That's what I believe. Just one person. It's my opinion. And it's a concept. So, because if black boxes lie to us, I may as well give truthful concepts my best. Put my best in it. Right? So, yeah, you're seeing the full scope of it. Now, Putin comes to America skipping and jumping over here. And I got a lot of my education, not just from some whatever. It's logic and reason and the basics. And most importantly, I've been listening to different ones on Midas Touch and many others. I listen to CNN News. I think the moderators are heroes. We need some sort of neutral news. People will, if we have eyes to see and ears to hear, we'll start stopping the gaslighting that these Republicans are continuing to do. Everyone that I hear, everyone that I see, I could pick apart why they're being deceptive and dishonest and could explain it. So it's hard for me. Forgive me if I don't Trump step myself. Oh, Trump, please give me morsels from your table. And Musk, what's the limits by now with what we gave him to afford to do? Plant things in space, in mid-heavens, and on the earth into our United States financial systems and everything else. Thank you, Trump stamps. And I forgive a lot of you. The ones I have trouble with that, because God ain't required to forgive people. If there are people willing to murder, knock a freaking plane out of the sky with your helicopter and then lie. So that's a concept. Drop one out by trickery with electronics or anything else. It's a lot of ways. Anyways, we didn't have any of that. Wasn't happening. Democrats are there not asking for a lot, just we need to talk to them out. And that ain't even happening. If the military can't step up and do it, they need to step back and let someone else do it then. We need a clue of what you'll do, so some of us who will do something will do something. And love's going to win out. Keep your diapers on. Yeah, I watched some guy named Peter. Put these on. Watch some guy named Peter Navarre, whatever. He is Trump's senior counselor for trade and manufacturing. And the news moderator was asking the right questions, sincerely, neutrally, allowing him to tell us something. What is happening? What did he go to? This fentanyl that's getting in our country is... Okay? How many of us out here, any of us out here going to an unauthorized pharmacy and having them compound your pills? If not, it's not your worry right now. Fentanyl isn't it. Our government's been taken over. They're trying to get rid of any protections. Donald is trying to get rid of any source that could find him guilty for all of his crimes against this country and other countries. And he ain't alone, right? So, that's how serious of it. If they're willing to start killing, we need to fix our minds. And it ain't out of hate. It'll be out of love if we have to rise up and do whatever it takes to not be a country that will abolish their neighbor and then take their freaking land. Duh. It's just common sense. Common sense to loving people that we don't hate on others for their color, for whatever. If I have a limited mind, I only know what I know. So does so-and-so, so does so-and-so, so does Elon. That's why he's got the little young tech guys going in there, stealing all of our stuff and linking his spy shit in. We don't know. I saw these faces that I'm despising on the news talking about, I don't know what's going on, but, you know it's nefarious. You know it's a takeover. You're just in on it, but you don't understand it, and none of you do. Elon Musk does, but there's something happening here. And we don't have much time. We're probably already late. Ground control to Major Tom. Yeah, let's go with this kind of People killing, people dying. You tell the truth and still see people crying. Will you practice what you preach? I didn't think Jesus would ever say turn the other cheek if you get slapped. Just saying. No, he comes in like a warrior. And if you're going with the NIV, non-holy book versions, yeah, I'm coming in on all four corners of the earth. Hatred. And we're not going to blast our neighbor's house down and take their land. It's mean. It's been considered that way by us Americans for the longest time. We try to do justice and fair things. But no, I'm learned that only about half the country thinks that way. Well, I don't think that's really true. I think there's way more on the love side. We're run into a matrix and a system that keeps us uneducated on certain things because you're busy surviving. There's no blame there. You could just admit it. Yeah, it's me. I only know what I know. That isn't very much, but I don't like. We sure picked a bad lemon leader that's doing something funny to our country, taking over. He's not cooperative. He's not talking. He's taking away food and health care for people and money for that little aid that helped all the people in the world that they went out because we're a country that should be able to afford to do that. Why be selfish? It's less than 1%. It's down under the 1% of the money in the treasury to pay it, as I understand it. Even if it was more, you'd be all right. Pay it. Why would you not do that? Because you're harmful. You don't call him harmful. I'm calling him a murderer. He's got blood on his hands. In my concepts. Yep. Yeah. And in Palestine, if we had a group here that even as large, like a terror attack, boom, this happened, that happened, January 6th happened. What did a decent, honest, lawful side do? Use their attorneys, build a case, and convict the enemy that is within. Convict them. That's the law. That ain't changed. 4 + 3 is 7. Nah, you'll never pray that away. Yada-Beth. Saw Pam Bundy or whatever her name is from Florida wearing her little cross. Death instrument. And she's joining this attack against the country, whether she knows it or not. I'm not sure. Can't hardly see at this point that you don't also know and can only be called an accomplice with this if you don't figuratively grow a pair and stop this charade. And he's been called out as unqualified to run. Nothing matters because he's tearing it down like the Walking Dead. He's attacking the civilization of the land and the laws of it and everything for a person who don't mind faking, staging, killing, bombing, keep bombing them again, clear them all out of there. The less alive, the better. The less buildings still standing, the less, it's easier to bomb them down than it would be to. You can't talk. Yeah, I can. If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, repeats, cycles, joins hands with other ones that do the same. Yeah, it's a coalition of nations in Yaldabaoth energy. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah. But real Americans who actually love this country and actually love that this country is capable of helping the world and not being a bully to the world and not killing others and wanting their land for casinos and motels, and it'll be glorious. I'll build rooms underneath to hide the children that I... Whatever. It's concepts. Show your Epstein file. Anyhow, oh yeah, I had a list. Next on the list, in my own state of Ohio, Mike Turner. Probably the worst piece of work that I saw of the day so far. You know, same thing. They're trying to get answers from this Trump stamp. He said all this is because she expressed her worry how other people are worried. And said, what do you say about that? It's exaggerations. Everybody's going overboard. They kind of think, you know, it's like I don't know why I give a Trump condotone when I'm speaking, but he's a Trump stamp. That's why. There's exaggerations, there's stories. He, you know, used the Wizard of Oz phrase twice, trying to you know, they talked about checks and balances, and some of us running amok, worried about what's happening. So, conspirator to the takeover of the United States of America by evil pack that to get what they want, they're willing to do about anything. That's how it looks like in my concepts. Mr. Turner. And you were moody and rude to the moderator there, in my opinion. I'd have liked to talk to you after I saw that. I'm serious. Anyhow, then I saw just a piece of Mike Johnson. What a load of BS he can spin. Yeah. He's the House Speaker, of course. What are you guys doing to the country? Do you think you'll be letting anything... What's going on beyond this? Just think. You better think. Think about what you're trying to do to us. You better think. Your sackless plan's a bust. You're breaking the law. All we need is which power is going to put an end to this. And if we get a clue that the people have to just get up and do it, it ain't going to look the same as you've seen before. So, stop bullying your way around in the government. Your asses need kicked out of there. That's the truth. That's just my opinion. So even as nations need to heal from sometimes they've had atrocities, this one's got some atrocities, boy. Yeah, man. And we can keep going down a backward and hateful path, or we can, you know, think about, you wear a little cross there, Pam Bundy. Is that for Christ? You think of Jesus with that on you? Love, unity, people of all nations before the throne of God. Yeah. I'm in union with you, you're in union with me, the kingdom of God is inside of you. And what's that mean to you? I'll kill you if you take in knowledge. Don't talk to anybody. Can't show this, no answers, just move and do and move and do. They can't stop us. We're too powerful. We'll take planes out of the sky. We'll have, by fire, by staging and not caring about others' lives. I've got cuts. I cut myself with a little knife while cutting off a tie wrap from a bicycle. And that scar's still here all these years. So I watched all that close. And now my credence level on everything that you do is a lie, is a stage, And like the devil himself, he'll mix in little truths in there. Our black box is even fake news right now, so 300, 325. What do I want to say, guys? Yeah. Got lots to say, but when you don't talk to others and stuff, I have to go by what I can find and see or pick up or feel. And so far, what I feel seems always spot on. Sometimes it's way ahead. So, I hope people are seeing this. Hope people are getting this. Hope people know this. And I hope they know that people aren't going to put up with a bunch of gaslighting, especially when they go so malignant that they'll try to kill you. I've had that. Yeah. And I didn't catch it right away either, and they had lots of tries, and silly me. But here we are as a whole world and nation with the wackiest things happening. And people just don't know how to even think. That's how I feel, as a herd, as a majority. I hope you realize if it looks like this, it seems like this. You know, so many people are trained and they think that, no, when they're walking around with, as best they know, sometimes if you're in a wiring of something, you can't, there's leeways here and there, is what I'm thinking. So technically they're living a little bit too pure to even think of you or someone else as being capable of the things that we see going on in this day. So because of that, nobody, you can't say that. You can't say that they've continued to bomb so they could imagine. Probably already got the blueprints for that too. Is that the appendix of the 2025, crapo stuff you're pulling? Jesus spoke of the men of lawlessness. Sons of perdition, depends on which version you're reading. Yeah. See that? Pretty clear. Bomb them, we want it. Well, Donald, we got giants in our land. And most of all, we got love. Not all of us agree to wipe out countries. Go anywhere else. I want a Riviera there. Between my wife and I called this all along for years, that this was up. Didn't know, didn't have proof. Don't know if what I see comes to fruition in a certain way until it happens. So I'll keep testing and analyzing abilities as they go. And I don't know why I'm talking so quiet. What a thing. I hope you guys realize this is serious. If you had never watched the news, you better start doing something. You better know. Because you get somebody capable who's willing to wipe out, obliterate nations, cities, whatever, people to make yourself look better, whatever. People in just for distractions, to overwhelm, fighting tactics, beat them into submission. We're under attack by an evil dictator like Putin. And must is the same as, because he's trying to take the rare earth over there in Ukraine either way. So if he's with Russia finishes, or if the U.S. ends it somehow, might lose some land, or at least let them in there to work all over to get their lithium he needs for all his robots and set to take over the world and send more spyware all through the solar system or something. Yeah. Who knows? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yeah. But a little baby con man like Trump with an evil side is dangerous to be in charge of our country. Wish that would have been recognized by more if the vote was legit, because I'm not kidding about the abilities of those leading the technologies. If they use them for nefarious ways, they get in our White House and no one's stopping them. No one's stopping him. How do all you MAGA people, I know you're the hardest working people, you're survivors, you're not up for Trump letting this Nazi have all of our info and your personal information, your Social Security, your whatever. They'll have your medical record. They'll have everything about you forever with a hateful side that's willing to exterminate people just to take land. That's what it all looks like. It's just a big concept. But if you thought January 6th was, oh, it's a day of love for me, wait till you see the real day of love. I haven't followed it that tight, but you Republicans, you keep sending these other tools of this takeover in, passing them in over departments that they can screw around. All of you belong at Guantanamo Bay, if you ask me, for your crimes against the world. That's how I feel. I'm one person, one opinion. And if this government can't do it, then we need to know so we can get it done. All right. Have a good one.